good morning, namaste, and a very, very warm welcome to today's session. आज का session है Q&A. Today we'll be taking a lot of question and answers around liver detox. But before we begin, how are you? कैसे हैं आप सब? How is it going? Quickly type it in the chat box. How excited are you for tomorrow's session? We are prepping so much. कल के session के लिए हम लोग इतनी तैयारी कर रहे हैं for a special 6:30 a.m. session. So wanted to check how are you engaged in this? कैसे आप engaged हैं? Also quick audio visual check. All good? सबको clearly दिख रहा है? Clearly सुन रहा है? Do I need to increase volume? Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, looking forward. So tomorrow's session, which is the 6:30 a.m. session, it is open for all. तो अगर आप किसी को जानते हैं जो paid member नहीं है या subscribe नहीं करना चाहते, you can still request them to join the session, right? It's going to be very big, and for example, for how much ever you are able to join it, we will be contributing accordingly to the session, to the school. उस स्कूल के लिए उतना ही कंट्रीब्यूशन जाएगा. सो वी आर वेरी एक्साइटेड फॉर दिस कॉज दैट वी आर डूइंग, एंड वी वुड लव फॉर यू कि आप लोग भी बहुत सारे लोगों को साथ में सेशन में लेके आए ताकि वी कैन मेक दिस टू अनदर लेवल. एंड फ्यू डिस्क्लेमर्स ऑल्सो. वी नो क्वेरीज अभी भी पेंडिंग है. जितने क्वेश्चंस चल रहे थे दे आर स्टिल पेंडिंग, एंड वी आर आंसरिंग देम. तो धीरे धीरे करके हम भी आंसर कर रहे हैं. बट वी आर रियली ग्रेटफुल कि आप इतने पेशेंटली उन आंसर्स का वेट कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर पेशेंस. इस वीकेंड तक वी विल ट्राई एंड गेट मोस्ट ऑफ दीज क्वेरीज सॉल्व. ठीक है, जितने भी क्वेरीज सपोर्ट टीम के पास आ रहे हैं वी विल ट्राई एंड गेट देम सॉल्व. बट वन माइनर रिक्वेस्ट, हमारी तरफ से एक छोटा सा रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि सारे पीडीएफ्स, सारे रिकॉर्डिंग्स और सारे पीडीएफ्स, रिकॉर्डिंग, सेशन स्लाइड्स, मील प्लान्स, ये सब आपको प्रोवाइडेड है. तो रिक्वेस्ट यू टू ऑल्सो गो थ्रू देम. आप वो भी गो थ्रू कीजिए, बिकॉज अ लॉट ऑफ दीज क्वेरीज, जितने भी ये क्वेरीज है ना, वी आर सॉल्विंग देम ओवर सेशंस ऑल्सो. बहुत सारे बारी बारी भी आते हैं क्वेश्चंस. सो जितना हो सके उतना आप खुद से भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, once our expert is ready, we will also begin with that section for today's question and answers. We also have two major announcements for you. आज हम दो quick announcements भी करेंगे towards the end of the session. So we'll do that in between the session or after the session. We'll leave that up to our expert Deepti ji to make those announcements. Amazing. Thank you so much. Let's get Deepti ji on board. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good morning. Sorry, today also you'll have to make do with slightly less light. मेरे यहाँ पे बहुत मेजर कुछ पावर कट का इशू चल रहा है, तो I'm having to change my location and everything. But I hope I'm visible. Like it's the clarity is there, and sound is also good. Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you, Yamini. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. So good to have you all back again. कैसा चल रहा है आपका liver detox? क्वेश्चंस आप पूछते रहना, बट सब जवाब देंगे, डोंट वरी. Otherwise, how are you doing? First, just tell me how you are doing. Are you doing good? Are you feeling better? Are there improvements that you're noticing in your body? Yes, tell me a little more in the comment section. Yes, so problem we will solve right now. I mean, I'll answer the questions. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Feeling good? All fine, better? Great. Good. So the whole plan was designed in a way that even if you start implementing 70% of it, you have to get better. Like और कोई alternative था ही नहीं. आप में से जो 70% भी follow कर रहे हैं ना, जहाँ पे आपने start किया था वहां से at least आप 50% improvement you will find in some aspect or the other. And मेरा focus in the last 15 days has been कि आपकी digestive health में सुधार आ पाए. That I could improve your digestive health because वहीं से सब चीजें start होनी, मतलब बाकी चीजें better होनी start होती हैं. Okay, all right, great. So let's start with the क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स जैसे हमने लास्ट टाइम डिसाइड किया था. यामिनी मेड द अनाउंसमेंट लास्ट टाइम ऑल्सो. ट्राई एंड कीप योर क्वेश्चंस प्रिसाइज, क्लियर and a little explanatory. Okay, like don't just ask me in one line. थोड़ा सा मुझे background दीजिए and please try and keep it relevant to the session. Okay, which means that since we're talking about liver related issues, let's try and talk or keep our queries more about this. ठीक है, नहीं तो ऐसे तो आई नो बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, बट सो दैट आपके क्वेरी के आंसर के थ्रू और भी लोग जो प्रोग्राम में हैं जिनको सिमिलर लिवर रिलेटेड कोई क्वेरी हो या फिर प्लान रिलेटेड क्वेरी हो, वो आंसर हो पाए एंड एवरीबडी कैन बेनिफिट. ओके, सो लेट्स ट्राई टू फॉलो दिस so that everybody is benefited. Even अगर किसी का क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली आंसर नहीं हो रहा है, through somebody else's question you may realize that I'll end up answering ऐसा कोई सवाल जो आपके दिमाग में था. Okay, so let's get started. I'll just pick up a couple of questions. Give me 1 second. बीटरूट कैरेट सूप ले सकते हैं जूस का ऑल्टरनेटिव? हाँ जी, बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं. You can take it. What are the symptoms that detox drink has started working? So it's not just the drink, it's the entire plan. Okay, I never believe in just one thing. One thing will give you 10%, 20% result. It's like, imagine you are getting ready for a wedding. आप शादी में जाने के लिए कहीं पे तैयार हो रहे हैं, तो क्या वो फाइनल लुक कपड़े अच्छे पहन के थोड़ा सा मेकअप करके फिर आता है, कि अगर आप खाली लिपस्टिक लगा लेंगे उससे आ जाएगा? तो लिवर डिटॉक्स ड्रिंक तो लिपस्टिक है, पूरा ऊपर से नीचे तक कपड़े क्या पहनने हैं, नहाना धोना है, टू मेक योर सेल्फ प्रेजेंटेबल इन एंटायरिटी फ्रॉम हेड टू टो. दैट is going to be basically you following the entire plan. Okay, but symptoms that it has started working, your digestive health will start improving. Okay, skin पे आपको दिखने लगेगा. डाइजेस्टिव हेल्थ में कोई भी ट्रबल पे इंप्रूवमेंट हो सकती है. ओके, फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ यू, एंड आई नो सम ऑफ यू विल फील कि हमारा तो थोड़ा सा बल्कि नॉजिया सेट इन हो रहा है या फिर ब्लोटिंग बढ़ रही है. आप में से कुछ लोगों को हो सकता है ड्रिंक ना सूट करे. दैट्स परफेक्टली फाइन, नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट. ऑल्टरनेटिव्स हम बता चुके हैं उसके आपको, right? But stomach may have, your tummy, belly fat may have started to go in. You may have started to lose a little bit of weight. Okay, energy levels may have started improving. These are the symptoms that tell you. अगर आपके रिपोर्ट में फैटी लिवर या कुछ SGOT, SGPT, लिवर एंजाइम्स एलिवेटेड निकले थे, तो उसको नीचे आने में आपको महीना तो मिनिमम लगेगा, नहीं तो 45 to 60 days भी लग सकते हैं. Okay, to see that numbers change on the report. Okay, some nausea in the morning. Is it because I'm gulping the drink too fast? Could be that. So please allow, जब भी आप कोई भी detox drink, कोई भी juice लें, it has to be very, very slowly. You have to allow the each sip to, you know, be in contact with the saliva for quite some time. जब आपका saliva उसमें mix होता है खाने में, जिसमें थोड़ा time लगता है, digestive enzymes वहीं से काम करना start कर देते हैं. And the beauty is, ब्यूटी बोल लो या थोड़ी सी बैड न्यूज बोल लो, जो एंजाइम सलाइवा में है वो फिर अंदर जाके नहीं है. पेट में अलग बात होती है, इंटेस्टाइन्स में अलग बात होती है. ठीक है, तो ये पूरी आर्मी है. अगर आपने अपने जो माउथ के अंदर सोल्जर्स हैं उनको उनका काम करने के लिए टाइम नहीं दिया, इफ यू डोंट अलाउ द सलाइवरी ग्लैंड्स एंड द सलाइवा टू डू व्हाट इट्स सपोज्ड टू डू, स्टमक कैनॉट मेक अप फॉर इट, राइट? एंड इफ द स्टमक कैनॉट मेक अप फॉर इट, then whatever goes to the intestines, that also won't be in its best quality. And if that happens, the intestines will also feel like something is off. That's why they say that the first step, the foundation, is how you are chewing the food. All right, so yes, even with respect to drinks, allow the each sip of the drink to spend enough time, at least a couple of seconds in your mouth, then gulp it down. Okay, बीटरूट कैरेट मैंने आपको आंसर कर दिया है. फेनुग्रीक गुड फॉर लिवर, सोक द फेनुग्रीक पाउडर. यस, इट इज गुड. इट्स गुड फॉर लिवर ऑल्सो, इट्स गुड फॉर पैनक्रियास ऑल्सो. तो फेनुग्रीक की ब्यूटी आपको पता है क्या होती है? बीटा सेल्स जानते हैं आपके पैनक्रियास के अंदर, जस्ट लेटिंग यू नो बिकॉज यू आस्क्ड अबाउट इट. हालांकि लिवर के लिए भी इट्स ग्रेट फॉर बाइल प्रोडक्शन, पर इवन डायबिटीज होती है ना, तो उसमें क्या होता है, दो चीजें होती है. या तो आपका इंसुलिन ठीक से पैनक्रियास जितना बनाना चाहिए बना ही नहीं रहा है, दैट इज दैट योर इंसुलिन सेक्रीशन इज नॉट एज मच एज इट शुड बी. That is because the cells in the pancreas which are responsible for production of insulin they are not enough in number or they are not working properly. So the beauty of methi seeds is that it hits the pancreas directly, increases the strength or the number of beta cells, the cells which are responsible for producing the insulin, directly source पे जाके काम करता है. Okay, so that is how the insulin production goes up. But just methi by itself is not enough. Of course, it's one of the best things, but it has to be accompanied with yoga, some kind of exercise or walk in the evening, and doing well throughout the day. Okay, एक चीज से हम सारे results नहीं ला सकते. So I always say it's a combination that works. But methi is fantastic for pancreas, for liver, both. All right, yes, and you must have it in soaked form. Don't have it raw. It can be, it's a little warm in nature. Instead of taking juice, can take salads in morning. Jaya ji, totally depends. I wouldn't recommend taking salads in the morning, to be very honest, because your digestive fire is not very strong in the morning and salads are raw. Okay, so it's always good to have your salad with the meal as a portion of your meal instead of having an entire bowl of salad. So please, this is for everybody. Listen to me carefully. I'm not against fiber. I'm not saying fiber nahi khana. I'm not saying salad nahi khana. I'm saying that bowls and bowls of salad. That is, आप बोले हमारा तो आपने lunch में क्या खाया? I had a bowl of lettuce salad with something added to it, and that's all that I had. Once in a while, doing this, no problem at all. Let's say once a week you eat only raw things or whatever, no problem. Should you be doing this daily? In my experience, most people end up with bloating, feeling that they're getting too many burps, and there is heaviness. Why? Because it's not easy to digest raw salads. Please know, fruits are a different thing. Fruits को digest करना इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. उसमें अपने आप में भी बहुत सारे enzymes होते हैं जो उसकी digestion में help करते हैं. तो और जब हम fruits खाते भी हैं तो एक आध serving लेते हैं. We never say have a platter of fruits, right? But when we have salads, we have this concept of having an entire bowl of salad. That's so many raw vegetables coming together. So don't have raw too much. Have it with your main meal as part of the meal. If you want to have more than just a small part, at least steam it. Don't cook it. I understand cooking destroys a lot of nutrition in food, but steam it because steaming breaks down certain anti-nutrition factors. वो क्या होता है, ऐसी कुछ चीजें होती हैं हमारे ग्रेन्स के ऊपर, हमारी सब्जियों के ऊपर, जो कि शरीर में जाके न्यूट्रिशन को अब्सॉर्ब होने से रोकती हैं. क्यों रोकती हैं? क्योंकि कोई भी लिविंग बीइंग, चाहे वो प्लांट्स ही क्यों ना हो, नेचर ने उनको प्रोटेक्शन के लिए एक मैकेनिज्म दिया है ताकि उनको इतनी आराम से डिस्ट्रक्शन ना हो सके. अब ये इनविजिबल प्रोटेक्शन की लेयर सीड्स के चारों तरफ भी होती है, सब्जियों के चारों तरफ भी होती है, नट्स के चारों तरफ भी होती है. इसलिए हम क्या करते हैं, हम या तो अपने नट्स को, सीड्स को, या किसी भी चीज को, दालों को फॉर दैट मैटर, भिगोते हैं. क्यों भिगोते हैं? ताकि वो एंटी न्यूट्रिशन फैक्टर्स, यानी कि ऐसी वो इनविजिबल लेयर विच इज गोइंग टू अवॉइड और कीप योर बॉडी फ्रॉम बीइंग एबल टू अब्सॉर्ब द न्यूट्रिशन, वो पानी में ही टूट जाए, राइट? एंड जब वो पानी में टूट जाती है, देन यू कुक इट एंड देन यू हैव इट. It's very unlikely that such food will create bloating in the system. Am I clear? So I'm not against raw food. I'm against bowls and bowls of raw food or platters or, too much quantity together. All right. So yes. Okay. Could see changes with bloating, feeling light? Fantastic. Please, if you're having ajwain jeera soft powder, make sure you continue with that. Where can I find the Ayurvedic studies online for my knowledge? Suresh ji, I'll answer one thing. Okay, this is for everybody. Lot of this thing going on about studies in Ayurveda and how this is not proven and it's not scientific. So Ayurveda ka beauty is that it does not look at one problem ka one medicine. Listen to me, it has a lot of depth. This concept of Ayurveda has a lot of depth in it. There are no mass studies that are done in Ayurveda where they find out something and they implement the same goli on 15,000 people. No. Ayurveda will look at X as an individual, will look at Y as an individual. Both of them have fatty liver. Okay? The medicine may not necessarily be exactly the same. There will be permutations and combinations which will be different in X and different in Y. Why so? X may have got fatty liver because of an imbalance of one element. Y may have got fatty liver, same diagnosis, but the root cause, the imbalance was in another tissue of the body. There are 7 tissues on which Ayurveda is working constantly. A good Vaidya, an experienced Ayurvedic propagator, understands which tissue has been affected, where the problem lies. That is what is treated. Now, let's say a woman is coming to me saying, I have fibroids or I have PCOD. Both of them will have different reasons why they've got the same issue. How Western medicine looks at a problem is that this is the problem, this is the medicine, give it to lakhs of people and it will be solved. And that's why sometimes we see that people don't get permanent results with a lot of pills. The problem ends up coming back because it was never hit at the root cause. Root cause for A person is different from B person. And if we have 15,000 different people, how can one study give you the same result? Because when the experimentation was done on, let's say, 15,000 people, all of them had different prakriti imbalances called as vikritis, and they all got results with respect to the treatment, but the protocol was tweaked for all of them little based on which element was out of sync. So there is no generalization in Ayurveda, right? Some principles are the same, absolutely. Okay, with respect to combination, viruddh ahar, that is what food combinations are not okay for the gut in the long run. There are other things, rules about when something should be had, what is heavy to digest, what is considered to be considered as something which can increase pitta. There are such beautiful rules also about the fact that if something is not considered to be a good combination, but of foods, but let's say you're coming from a part of the country or a cuisine where that combination is something that you have had for generations, okay, it's there in your DNA, it's there in your genes, then that viruddhahar is not a problem for you. What question is this answering for you? Do you realize? A lot of you will must have heard that pasta, pizza, etc. Ayurvedic doctors usually say namak ko दूध के साथ combine नहीं करना है. Milk products should not be combined with salt. Viruddhahar may create white patches and skin related issues. Okay, homeopathy also believes in this concept. Now you may say Italy में हर बच्चा खा रहा है. Every kid there is having pasta and pizza and they're adding salt to milk and they're having so much cheese. Why are they not having problem? Where is this coming from? The fact that they've had it for so long, for centuries, their genes are such that they can have it. Okay, in India we've had a different culture of eating, and now this generation suddenly wants to become westernized and wants to have their food, but their genes are not going to adapt to that. So obviously there will be toxin accumulation because the body doesn't know how to process it. It's not had that kind of cheese, it's not had that kind of processed food or pizza, pasta. It's used to having roti, idli, rice, dosa, uttapam, or whatever cuisine it is, dhokla, that you have, and your forefathers and their forefathers have ended up eating. So I hope I'm making this clear. So when I say that and I repeatedly say this, curd may not be great for a lot of you. Okay. But if you look at studies will say lactobacillus, a lot of lactobacillus is present in it. It's fantastic for the gut. It's increasing your gut microbiome. Great. It is. Where do I get the studies where it is going to say that it increases the pitta? I'm sure there must be certain, but generalized studies, I doubt if any Ayurvedic doctor can also produce it, because the doctor is treating every individually as every individual individually. Okay. So I hope I've been able to answer this. If you still want to know more, there are still lots of resources. These days, people have started publishing papers, like Ayurvedic doctors who are into academia, they've started publishing papers as well. So you should be able to find it on the regular websites on which you find genuine articles on other issues that you may be researching from the Western point of view or Western perspective. Okay. All right. Do I have to do liver detox even when I have no problem? See, the meal plan is made in a way where if your liver is a problem, it will affect in the sense, in a way, positively impact the liver health. But even if you do not have an active issue with the liver, it's going to be still great for the body, because most of the meal options and the distribution and combinations and pre-meal post-meal is done in a way where it's just going to boost your immunity and your digestive health. When that happens, a lot of other things begin to get sorted, even if particularly liver was not a problem. Okay, all right. You're getting dry skin, right? So some things can be slightly vata aggravating also in the liver detox drink, which means that it can increase slight dryness. Okay. So it's not so much of an issue because we will eventually anyway stop the drink. But what you can start doing is start having, if you don't have fatty liver, you can have, let's say, 1 tablespoon of cold pressed coconut oil added to maybe your evening juice or any time of the day. That will also help you with making sure that your dry skin issue goes off. Or you can start applying sesame oil if you don't have acidity. Okay, you can start applying sesame oil, or if you have acidity, go for coconut oil on the dry patches. Slowly it will start getting better. Okay. Okay. South Indian meal plan, Geeta ji, I think has already been shared by the backend team. If it hasn't been, you can ask them and they'll guide you towards where it is. Meal plans and detox drinks are to be taken for acidity, bloating issues. Also, yes, for bloating, yes. For certain people who have a lot of acidity, maybe the liver detox drink may not suit you. And if that is happening, I've already given instructions clearly on what are the alternatives. Okay, there are 3-4 things that you can do. Yamini, can you just come in if you are here? By any chance, do we have it in writing as to what the options are for people in case detox drink is not suiting them?
We have not written it in option, but if the detox drink is not suitable, we can go for the CCFT. That's it.
Okay, great, great. Fine. So we can go for CCFT, right? CCFT recipe must be there. Or, Yamini, just like how we had prepared that day about if the detox drink is not suiting, then you can have X. If X is not suiting, next option. If that's not suiting, next, the discussion that we have. If we can just put it somewhere in the resource documents and people can see which one they want to opt for and go for that. Okay.
Sure, we'll do
That
that.
way
I
they'll
think
have
we'll
enough.
discuss this post the call and then we'll put it up on the link.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. Eczema is not cured, Shamji. Eczema is not going to get cured with just liver detox drink. If you mean that that is not getting okay, eczema, psoriasis is a major pitta imbalance, or it could be, there are other ways of looking at it. So you can firstly avoid the detox drink for now and consult a good Ayurvedic doctor who can help you with the root cause problem and tell you what all you're eating wrong. I've already told for psoriasis, eczema in general, stop fermented foods, don't have curd, don't have sour things also. Even amla acts as a rasayana, as something which is empowering. Once excess pitta is flushed out of your body, for that you'll have to go for panchakarma with a good doctor. Then things will look good for you. Okay, but eczema and psoriasis can be very, very nicely managed with a few restrictions and some discipline. My husband फैटी लिवर थोड़ा सा स्टार्ट हुआ है, तो ये पूरा प्रोग्राम ही मैम फैटी लिवर के लिए है, तो आप सारी चीजें फॉलो कीजिए एंड आपको उसमें रिलीफ दिखने लगेगा. When should we drink the detoxing? First thing or after tea? After having tea. टी तो है ही नहीं प्लान में, टी तो लेना ही नहीं है सुबह सुबह. So you should have it first thing in the morning and then move to breakfast. Tea, just cut the tea out. If you're working on your liver, morning tea out. And have that tea later after your breakfast, 1 hour later or something, if at all you want to have. अगर 15 दिन जेन्युइन डिटॉक्स चाहिए तो चाय कॉफी कुछ टाइम के लिए बस छोड़ दीजिए, उसी से बहुत अच्छा डिटॉक्स हो जाता है. ओके. Can Trifla trigger GERD? Not really, but if it is trickling it for you, you can choose to stop and see for 3-4 days and then start again and check how your body responds. Okay, sometimes what happens is that a particular herb or combinations are not exactly acidic, but if somebody already has acidity, then even little bit quantity ends up becoming something which makes it worse. Okay, so most cases I've not seen a problem, and to make sure that does not create acidity, I've asked most of you to add a little bit of ghee also to it. Okay, but still, if it's not working, please discontinue for some time or reduce the quantity. With only amla water, a lot of improvements. Oh, very nice, Rekha ji. Exactly. Like I said, it's a rasayan. You can have it pretty much throughout the year. So good to know. Feeling fresh, feeling good. Gas formation is also stopping. Very nice, Anita ji. So good to know. Following since 2 days, I feel it is helping. I had acidity. Very nice, Jyoti ji. Please continue. Ajwain jeera soft powder. Don't I have buttermilk also on daily basis at least once a day, and things will start looking up. How to use methi pani? We've already, I think, acha nahi, this has not been shared. So methi pani can be 1 teaspoon of methi seeds. Boil it in some water. Let's say you boil it in 200 or 250 ml water. Reduce it to 150 ml. How much is 150 ml? Teacup. Okay, and you can add a little bit, very little, बिल्कुल एक चुटकी black pepper to it. Okay, and at the same time, to manage the acidity, if you don't have fatty liver, if you have fatty liver, skip this step. If you don't have fatty liver, add some virgin coconut oil or white butter to it. That way it will not create dryness inside the system, because methi otherwise can be a little drying. Okay, so all right, this detox drink is only for people with liver, or otherwise also you can have, no problem, because we're giving it with very limited quantity and for a limited time duration. No herbs should be continued for too long without supervision. Okay, but whatever herbs we've given are absolutely safe, there is no problem, and they can be had for at least 30 days without any issue, right? um I'm having excess gas since 1 year. Itne liver. How to overcome? I use jawar roti. बॉन्ड ट्रैवलर जी देखिए, व्हेन यू से एक्सेस गैस्ट्रिक इशू ना, अब ऐसे मेरे को बड़ा मुश्किल है समझना कि गैस्ट्रिक इशू में क्या है. डायरिया है, कॉन्स्टिपेशन है, कुछ ब्लोटिंग होती है, गैस पास होती है, डकार बहुत आती है. तो आई नीड टू नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. हर चीज का डिफरेंट इम्पैक्ट है. ओके, तो ऐसे एक बारी में तो मैं आंसर नहीं दे पाऊंगी, बट आपको जो दिया है प्लान में, वॉट एवर हैज बीन गिवन इन द प्लान, इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग दैट मच ऑल्सो, chances are that 50% improvement must come in. Okay, we want South Indian meal plan, I think, has already been shared, Rajgopalan ji. If it hasn't reached you or you don't know where to look for it, you can just request the backend team and they will direct you towards the section where it is.
The comment which is pinned right now, which has the link, you can click on the link. There is a file for South Indian options. Thank you.
Okay, is banana good for fatty liver? It's not that it's good for fatty liver, but it's not bad either. Matlab, what is good? Good is something which is a superfood or a functional food which has certain properties which are particularly acting on reversing the fatty liver. तो ऐसा तो नहीं है कुछ बनाना में, लेकिन कोई नुकसान भी नहीं है, तो आप खा सकते हैं. After detox drink, my appetite is poor. Oh, okay. Reduce the quantity of everything. Okay, and then see if it works. If it's still not working for you, please leave that. Just come down to amla juice and aloe vera juice and have that. Okay. Can we eat jackfruit? Yes, you can. Is gas related to liver detox? No, it's not related to liver detox. But if the drink is creating a bit of an issue for you, you can choose to do what I told the somebody else a little while back. That is, you can start mixing just amla juice with aloe vera and have that and see. And gases usually have to do with the intestines and stomach health more. But yes, if your liver is not producing the right kind of juices and enzymes at the right time, or if it's struggling, that could indirectly lead to gastric issues. Okay, I couldn't join so far. Send the video to follow. Bilkul Gopi ji, you will be getting all the videos. I think you'll be entitled to all the links of all the past videos also, which you can watch at your own pace and just catch up. Okay. Can I take milk without sugar after dinner? Rachna ji, if the milk quality is good, if it's A2 cow milk, that is desi गाय का दूध, अच्छी क्वालिटी का है, तो आप ले सकते हैं about 1.5 hours कम से कम after dinner. Okay, but if it's not good quality milk, then I will not recommend, because it creates a lot of issues in the intestines. How many times detox drink? Only once, in the morning. Good morning. We have a habit of having 2 glasses of water. Now we are having detox juice as first glass, allowed lemon and honey water as a second glass. Please clarify. So you continue having, see, you're used to having 2 glasses, right? 1 glass can be what you're used to having. But wait, 1 second, what are you having? We're having detox juice as first glass, followed by lemon and honey water. Yes, so perfectly fine. Lemon and honey water can continue to go in your, second glass. And in the first glass where the detox drink is there, we've added a little bit of lemon juice. You remove the lemon juice from there. There is no problem. Okay. Alternatively, think about it this way. Anyway, lemon and honey is going into the detox drink also. So those ingredients are part of the liver detox drink. What you can do is, instead of mixing all those ingredients in one glass, mix the liver detox ingredients in 600 ml of water. 500 to 600 ml. So you get, still you are drinking 2 glasses of water. Both of them are diluted with, I mean, basically the liver detox drink, instead of being 1 glass, becomes 2 glasses, but the amount of ingredients of the detox remain the same. Right? I hope I've made it clear for you. Okay. Can I have Himalayan garlic before meal? Is it acidic? Yeah, it is. But if it suits you for a limited duration, you can have it. Mix it with a little bit of honey. And once you grate it, or even if you see if it's working for you, let's not complicate it. If it's working for you, great. But it's good for BP. It's good for, it's got great antimicrobial properties, but it is can get a little pitta aggravating. So if you have acidity issues, then you may not want to have it. और वो आपको खुद ही पता चल जाएगा. Once you have it, if you get burning sensation, don't repeat it. Gallstones, I have been taking homeopathic medicine. Can take, yes, you can. Sujata ji, you'll just need to consult a good Vaidya. Usually, homeopathy, the beauty is that homeopathy and Ayurveda mein zyadatar with respect to stones and skins, the general rules with food kind of remain the same. They're not contradictory to each other. आपको homeopathic doctor भी same ही advice देगा approximately as the Ayurvedic doctor. It's just that दोनों के medicines अलग होते हैं थोड़े थोड़े से. So I have not seen any Ayurvedic doctor say that no, you cannot take homeopathy. Sometimes homeopathic doctors are not okay with you trying any other pathy. So then you have to make a decision and stick to one. Okay, it's a very personal choice. And also don't rely just on medicines. Make sure that your food and lifestyle are equally good or even better. Okay, have put more focus on that, or as much focus on your food and lifestyle as medicines. Otherwise, that is where we land up with disappointment कि हमने तो ट्राई किया पर कुछ हुआ नहीं, क्योंकि आपने खाली दवाई ट्राई किया, पूरे दिन भर में नहीं देखा कि हम क्या कर रहे थे. Right? What kind of cooking oil should be used? Whichever part of the country you are coming from, Vinayak ji, see what is it which is local there. If you're coming somewhere from the southern part of India, coconut oil is good to go. Or even if it's not coconut, I know coconut oil may not be part of all the 4 states that are there in South India. It's primarily in Kerala. But if you're coming from any other state where there is any other oil which has been used for generations, you can go ahead. What are the examples of some good quality or choices in oils? Overall, it can be, see, good quality ghee, which is very neutral. Okay, good quality ghee is fantastic, especially if you've got acidity and all, it's very neutral. Second is sesame oil, til ka tel. That is also great, but can be slightly pitkarak. So, but you don't have to get into so much depth. So if you have sesame oil and you use very little in your cooking, I don't see it creating any acidity issues. It should be cold pressed. Don't go for refined oils is all that I say. Third can be mustard oil. It is pitkarak. So anybody with extremely high acidity issues, you can avoid this. Those who don't have acidity, cold pressed, kachi ghani, mustard oil. Yellow mustard is something you can go for. Fourth oil can be peanut oil. So I think Maharashtra mein peanut oil is something which is quite famous, and it's famous in the sense it's something which is consumed widely, right? So you can continue going ahead with that. So desi ghee, mustard oil, sesame oil, coconut oil, peanut oil, right? So all of these are groundnut oil bhi bolte hain, jisko are good to go. What do you have to go for kachi ghani or unfiltered, right? Don't go for the refined oils. Where are you going to get these from? Either Amazon, or because people have realized slowly that the market for unrefined or kachi ghani oils has become big. Lot of refineries have started to open up in lots of states and cities where they are extracting oil in front of you. Okay, they have a machine and all that they're doing is extracting oil and selling it to people. You can go for something like that. It will be much cheaper. Okay, how to check my liver is improved after 2 months, 45 days. For that, you first need to know, like I said, whether your liver enzymes were a little elevated. Okay, a little or a lot elevated. If they were, get a retest done after 45, 60 days. If you had fatty liver, which was clearly shown in the ultrasound and the radiologist had said in the report grade 1 fatty liver, grade 2 fatty liver, or whatever they said, then go for an ultrasound again and check if from grade 2 you've come down to grade 1, or from grade 1 if it has come down to nothing. Okay, but give yourself time and put your 100% first. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Will the detox drink interrupt the fast? No, it will. You can have it during your eating window. Please clarify relation of diabetes and fatty liver third stage. Indirect relation है, but liver is responsible. बेसिकली आपका पैनक्रियास जिससे पहले या इंसुलिन का दिक्कत स्टार्ट होता है, उससे पहले आपका लिवर कई सालों तक स्ट्रगल कर रहा होता है. ओके, सो honestly you don't even need to understand the link as much. You all that you need to do is work on strengthening your liver and strengthening your pancreas and exercising, not missing yoga, right? Doing your pranayam. If you have fatty liver grade 3, I would say go for absolutely oil free cooking. Don't use oil in your cooking. Just come down to having boiled vegetables. You have to, in fact, see if even fruits suit you or not. You shouldn't be having more than one fruit a day, because grade 3 fatty liver का मतलब हो गया कि आपका अभी liver fruit का sugar भी process नहीं कर पाएगा. फ्रक्टोज जो होता है ना, उसको तोड़ने के लिए लिवर हैज टू वर्क. ऐसे तोड़ने के लिए, उसे प्रोसेस करने के लिए, मेटाबोलाइज करने के लिए. एंड अगर थर्ड स्टेज फैटी लिवर है तो हो सकता है आपको फ्रूट खा के भी थोड़ा ब्लोटिंग हो रहा हो. तो एनीवे मेरा एडवाइस आपको ये रहेगा, डायबिटीज रिलेटेड प्रोटोकॉल जो आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं वो करते रहिए. साथ में लिवर के लिए just make sure you're not having, forget about fatty foods, even cooking में not more than half a teaspoon of oil. बिल्कुल हल्का सा, अगर आपको खाते समय ऊपर घी डालने डाल दीजिए, वो भी अगेन हाफ अ टी स्पून. अवॉइड कर सकते हो, कर लो, no problem. This is just for temporary duration. I'm very well aware of the fact that a couple of sessions back I said that fats are important for the body, but when you have grade 3 fatty liver, then you have to do everything possible to quickly start taking a U-turn. Okay, that's when temporarily you're put on boiled food with almost zero oil. My 16-year-old son has ESR 24. Will the liver detox? Yes, but Prachi, you need to understand why the ESR is high. Liver detox drink may help because it's got a lot of anti-inflammatory things. ESR ultimately is a sign of inflammation in the body, that the immunity is up and it's trying to act against something. So why is the ESR high? ESR अपने आप में high होना कोई disease नहीं है. It's a symptom of the fact that there is an inflammation in the body. Okay, and if that inflammation is coming from not sleeping at night at all, going to bed very early in the morning, let's say by very early I mean like really late in the night. आजकल के बच्चों का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है ना, वो रात भर नेटफ्लिक्स या वीडियो गेमिंग चलता है, फिर सुबह सुबह सोने जाते हैं, फिर सारा दिन जंक भी चल रहा है, खाने का क्वालिटी अच्छा नहीं है. So you have to find out why the ESR is high. Okay, so this drink will help, but at the same time start taking stringent lifestyle and food related correction measures. Is eczema caused due to liver? There are two schools of thought, Shamji. Two things are there. Eczema, psoriasis, yes, it has got to do with liver. It is because of the pitta imbalance. Usually there is high pitta and there could be a bit of excess vata also. So that's why there's dryness and there is itching and things like that. बट इन सर्टेन केसेस, स्पेशली जब बच्चों को होता है एक्जिमा या सोराइसिस, तो इट्स ऑल्सो बिलीव टू हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फंगस कॉल्ड क्रूमी. ओके, अब उस फंगस को भी ट्रीट करने का तरीका होता है. तो उसमें एक तो पित्त इंक्रीज करने वाला फूड्स हैव टू कम डाउन, प्लस द फंगस इज अटैक्ड. सो पित्त भी शांत होता है, प्लस माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म जो which may just be causing the issue, that also is attacked simultaneously, but it's a slightly long treatment, shows fantastic results, I can tell you that much. Answering your question, is eczema due to liver? Yes, it is. I wake up at 4 a.m. thirsty, is it due to the liver? No, that's not due to the liver. And depends on what you've had the previous night, or if at all. I hope your sugar levels, Vaishnavi, are okay. And you're not even having to go pee at night directly. This 4 a.m. thirst has nothing to do with liver, honestly. Can stroke patients taking blood thinner tablets and this thing take garlic before lunch and dinner? And can they take? Yes, you can take the detox drink. Anybody, this is a general advice for anybody who's on medicines. Okay, when you are on a medicine and let's say certain drink or something is acting as a natural blood thinner, okay, let's say you are on a BP lowering medicine, and I give you a food or a herb which is naturally lowering your BP. Let's say you are on cholesterol lowering medicine, and I'm giving you something which is naturally flushing out the bad cholesterol from your body. Then the question that you need to ask, more appropriate question that you need to ask the right professional is, do I need to continue taking the same dosage of the medicine which is prepared in the lab? Should I consult my healthcare professional and have a candid chat with him that I am taking certain things which seem to be helping me with naturally thinning my blood, with naturally lowering my cholesterol? Here are my reports. I've had this natural drink for 45 days and I'm seeing great results. So, doctor, sir, doctor, ma'am, is there a chance I can lower the dosage of the medicine since I seem to be naturally lowering these issues? Okay, that is the correct question to ask. I hope I've driven the point home. Okay. Answering your question, can you take it? Yes, you can. Anybody who is on blood thinning medicines, you should avoid any kind of supplements which are coming in potent quantities, which also have a blood thinning effect. What is that? Usually it is curcumin extract. कच्ची हल्दी भी आप लेंगे तो शायद इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, बट जब आप एकदम उसका सिंगल सॉल्ट एक्सट्रैक्शन कर देते हैं ना, so that becomes a little potent also. Then you have to consult your doctor, should you be taking that or not. But whatever we've given in the plan, if you continue taking that, it's perfectly safe. And in fact, if it's working and having more blood thinning impact, consult your doctor, find out, can you play around with the medicine dosage a little bit under a doctor's supervision. I have a gallstone about 1.4 cm. My total cholesterol levels से नहीं कुछ पता चलेगा, but ratio is 4.3. I feel acidity most of the time, pain and itching sensation in my chest area. Right. So gallbladder stone 1.4 cm बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा तो नहीं है. In fact छोटा ही है. See, just one parameter is not enough for me, to be very honest. If you feel acidity most of the time, clearly it's because the pith is a little aggravated, right? So start following all the advice that I've already given you. If you want, you can in fact go to a good Ayurvedic doctor near your place who and consult them if there is something that they can give you to start dissolving this small stone also that you have. I'm telling you that gallbladder stones can get dissolved in a lot of cases, especially if they are small, but they take time, and they take more time than the renal stones, the kidney stones. Okay. But if you are under good supervision and you have the patience and you have the willpower that I want to do everything I can naturally before I decide to hop onto a surgery, then I would recommend, like I said, going to a good Ayurvedic vet and getting a consultation. Okay, you may just actually get very good results. Please tell about pigmentation, how it will be cured. So I've already, I think, Prabhjotji done one entire session where I've spoken about Bhrajakka Pitt and what starts to create pigmentation, and how when you go for treatments topically, it's a short-term relief because that pigmentation comes back again if your pitta level is constantly high or aggravated, right? So when you start lowering that by excluding certain foods which are or avoiding certain foods for a few months, which increase the pith, and having more of cooling herbs and cooling foods overall, plus your lifestyle is good, you're keeping your stress under control. Why do I say this? Look, there is a proper reason. This is not just by the way, chalta firta advice ki keep your stress under control. Every time you are highly stressed, or you are worked up, your pitta is going up. इंग्लिश में हम उसको कह देते हैं, मतलब एग्जैक्ट ट्रांसलेशन नहीं है, बट स्ट्रेस हार्मोन कॉर्टिसोल जैसे ही ऊपर जाता है, जैसे ही आपका थोड़ा सा भी एंजाइटी बढ़ता है, तो दैट इम्बैलेंस इन द पित्ता इज ऑल्सो हैपनिंग, और वो फिर अलग अलग तरीकों से मैनिफेस्ट करता है. दैट्स वाई डेली प्राणायाम प्रैक्टिस, डेली योगा प्रैक्टिस, सम थिंग्स आई ऑलवेज से इट्स लाइक ब्रशिंग योर टीथ. चाहे सैटरडे हो या संडे, आप चलो नहाओ ना एक बार को छुट्टी वाले दिन, पर ब्रश तो करते ही है ना सब. योगा एंड एक्सरसाइज हैज टू बिकम समथिंग लाइक दैट. चलो हफ्ता में एक दिन ऑफ ले लिया, अदरवाइज एवरी सिंगल डे यू हैव टू टर्न अप. एवरी सिंगल डे प्राणायाम हैज टू बी देयर. Okay, so that your acidity and all also, by the way, starts to come down with simple stuff like this, apart from, of course, all the super foods and things that we are giving. Can you list out the fruits to be avoided? Example, Kasar. So, Jayalakshmi ji, fruits to be avoided are sour fruits. Okay, mostly sour fruits are to be avoided. So you can avoid at the moment, avoid pineapple, you can avoid orange, even grapes may not be a great idea for a lot of people. Whatever sweet fruits you can think of, including pomegranate, will be great for the body. Okay, papaya ho gaya, apple ho gaya, what else is there at the moment? Banana hai, guava hai, pomegranate I've already spoken about. Stick to sweet fruits. I have hyperacidity, IBS, and fatty liver. So, Medha, lots of things will help you. IBS hai to don't have too much fiber, is what I'll say. Don't even have raw salad in small quantity at the moment. Okay. And consult somebody who can help you closely with this. Overall, whatever we've given you will help. But sometimes IBS is triggered by certain kinds of foods, although they may be okay in general for people. So then you have to use the elimination rule and find out what is triggering it for you. Okay. Can take carrot, amla, beetroot juice if I'm taking this liver. Can it have different impact? It's already part of the meal plan. So it cannot have a different impact. It is good that you take it. Detox drink is in the morning. Evening, we have already given what you are talking about. This juice is anyway part of the evening, whatever we've given you to have in the evening. Yeah, in the latest plan. फैटी लिवर का रिपोर्ट आया है क्या? ओके, आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड. हिंदी में पीडीएफ भेजिए. आप बैक एंड टीम से एक बार पूछ लीजिएगा, वो हो सकता होगा तो कर देंगे. जय श्री कृष्णा मैडम. ओके, गेटिंग इची एंड ड्राई स्किन बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट? बेटर स्लीप वाले जो ऑप्शंस आपने दिए हैं उसमें से कोई भी एक लेना है मैम, और कब लेना है? बेटर स्लीप वाले ऑप्शंस. बेटर स्लीप वाले ऑप्शन मैंने क्या किसी सेशन में दिए थे क्या? आई डोंट थिंक राइटिंग में हम मैंने कुछ दिया है आपको. बट हाँ, अगर आपके पास या
Before sleep. Might be before sleep option.
बिफोर
Bedtime
स्लीप
option.
में तो हमने खाली त्रिफला ही दिया है फिलहाल, आई थिंक.
Yes.
हाँ, सो बिफोर स्लीप में राजश्री जी, अभी बेटर स्लीप का फिलहाल मैंने कुछ दिया नहीं है. आई गेट कन्फ्यूज बिकॉज आई डू लॉट्स ऑफ सेशंस हियर एंड देयर, सो आई होप आप मेरा कहीं इधर उधर से कहीं और से सेशन का इन्फॉर्मेशन याद ना पूछे, फिर सब कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. अभी त्रिफला इज नॉट फॉर बेटर स्लीप. त्रिफला इज फॉर क्लीनिंग द कोलन वेयर मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ टॉक्सिन्स गेट डिपॉजिटेड इन द बॉडी. Okay. Otherwise, if you are having problems sleeping, there are other things like शंखपुष्पी, जटमानसी and और भी कुछ कुछ herbs होते हैं छोटी छोटी क्वांटिटी में जो दिए जाते हैं अंडर सुपरविजन. ठीक है, अगर सूट करे तो इवन अश्वगंधा का 350 mg तक का आप ले सकते हैं. That's fine, but that's different. That's from sleep perspective. What we've given right now is not from better sleep perspective. Having fatty liver, so can you suggest detox drink? I've already Sunkara ji, this is already completely covered in the plans. Please go through the plan. You'll get to know the timings for everything. Right time to take charge, afternoon. Anytime, even midday, you can take, or with food, or after food. 1 hour after food is also okay. If you're taking 1 hour after food, you can have up to a glass also. If you're having with meals, I would recommend taking up to 150 ml only. Too much of liquid sometimes creates lots of bloating, even though it's buttermilk. Okay. So, yeah. See, I'll clarify one thing. Now, I know in South, there is this concept of having buttermilk even with dinner, and I don't think there is anything wrong with it, provided the buttermilk is freshly prepared and it's not gone sour. If it's become sour, then it is not recommended. But if it is not sour, it's fresh, then buttermilk can be taken at night also. Those of you who have sinus, allergy, cold बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है, please avoid buttermilk at night also. Sometimes you think that it's okay, it's not sour, but if it is, it will just aggravate the symptoms. Okay, so best time according to me is anytime during daytime up till afternoon. After that, you can discontinue, but if you've been taking, because it's part of your eating culture, just make sure it's not sour. खट्टा नहीं होना चाहिए. गुड मॉर्निंग. एसजीओटी एसजीपीटी का क्राइटेरिया क्या होना? वो तो रिपोर्ट्स में लिखा है ना, रेंज होता है उसमें कि कितने से कितने रेंज के बीच में हो तो इट्स गुड. उससे ज्यादा हो तो देन दैट मीन्स लिवर इज देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद द लिवर, बट बहुत आराम से कंट्रोल में आता है एसजीओटी एसजीपीटी दोनों. Gas burping problem is solved. Oh, very nice. Program is still 10th. So from 11th, what we continue? Sangeeta ji, wait कीजिए. Surprise की announcement है अभी थोड़ी देर में. Can we premix the liver detox and carry while traveling? Yes, you can. I am having fatty liver. What can I do? व्हाट कैन यू डू? ये तो आपने वही पूछा कि रामायण खत्म होने के बाद कि राम कौन थे मैम, फिर से बता दो हमको एक बारी। ये पूरा प्रोग्राम ही फैटी लिवर का है, तो जो कुछ भी आपको नॉलेज दी जा रही है, प्लान दिया है, एवरीथिंग इज अबाउट फैटी लिवर। वो सब फॉलो कीजिए एंड यू विल स्टार्ट गेटिंग बेटर। ब्लड टेस्ट में if you want to check, you can check your two things you can do: LFT, liver profile, liver function test बोलते हैं जिसको, LFT करा सकते हैं। सेकंड, आप अपना अल्ट्रासाउंड, अगर आपको शक है कि आपको फैटी लिवर का कोई इशू है, तो दीज आर द टू थिंग्स दैट यू कैन गेट डन। इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आती अर्चना जी, जहां तक कोशिश कर पा मतलब हो पा रहा है, मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में जवाब देने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ। कभी कभी कुछ बातें खाली इंग्लिश में हो जाती है, मैं ध्यान रखूंगी कि जितना हो सके दोनों लैंग्वेजेस में बात की जाए। Why is fermented food? Suchita, fermented food is not bad for you. Okay, I never said fermented food is bad. Curd is also not bad. Curd is fantastic. Fermented food, great in probiotics. Right now, we're talking about people, 90% of us here have hyperacidity. Okay, when if you've come for a liver related issue, I already know that you are struggling with acidity or acidity kind of symptoms, elevated levels of pitta. So fermented foods unfortunately elevate that pitta even further. Anything which is sour, anything which is fermented, right? Both of these increase the pitta. So even not just the fermented food, even let's say homemade achar, pickles may not be a good idea. Okay, curd may not be a good idea for a limited period. Once things begin to look up, once that excess pitta is flushed out of the body, now things are in balance. If you reintroduce these in little quantity, you're perfectly fine. Okay, so if you don't have any such issue and you're used to having fermented foods, please continue, no problem, they are good. Like I said, one man's tonic or elixir can be another man's poison, which means fermented food in general can be very good for one person when they don't have acidity, but somebody has acidity, it can have a negative impact on them. Okay, can I eat rice in lunchtime? Yes, just try avoiding basmati rice. They have very high glycemic index. Like once in a while, you can have. Try to go for a local variant. You can go for red rice. You can also choose to go for hand pounded rice. Okay, what is hand pounded rice? वो brown rice की तरह बहुत hard भी नहीं होता है, उसको बनाने में बहुत टाइम भी नहीं लगता है, लेकिन वो एकदम व्हाइट राइस की तरह बहुत सुप्रीमली मिल्ड भी नहीं होता है कि बिल्कुल सारा ऊपर का सब कुछ ही हटा दिया। ओके, तो उसमें फिर न्यूट्रिशन नहीं बचता है, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द न्यूट्रिशन इन एनी ग्रेन इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द आउटर लेयर skin of the grain, right? So hand pounded rice में you will find it's not a very good looking rice. It'll have slight brown color marks or layers present on it because it's not gone through the commercial machine in which the entire even the good part of the outer covering was removed. Okay, so that would be my recommendation, but once in a while you can have normal rice also, it's okay. Is paneer not good? Is that I did not see it mentioned in any. So, Mansi, the reason I'm very wary of milk products, I'm sure you're seeing it all over the news now. Okay, we knew it because we are part of the industry, so we get to know such things much earlier than they are coming out, than they come out to you in news. Also, पनीर, एक तो एनालॉग पनीर बहुत है मार्केट में. सेकेंडली, दूध की क्वालिटी इज वेरी बैड in most places. So if that paneer is coming from bad quality milk or it's just analog, that is artificial paneer, then what is it giving you? It's only going to create more issues in the body, right? That's the reason I've not included. But if you can arrange for good quality paneer, that is, you can make your paneer at home. Okay, and you're making it from some milk which you know is good. It has not been adulterated with urea and chemicals, and the cow from which the milk is coming wasn't heavily injected with oxytocin and antibiotics. Go for it, have paneer once or twice a week, no problem. स्टिल ब्लोटिंग इज देयर एंड वेट नॉट रिड्यूस. संध्या जी, 15 दिन भी नहीं हुए हैं, अभी इतनी जल्दी वेट रिड्यूस कैसे हो जाएगा? और जब तक ब्लोटिंग ठीक नहीं, मतलब बहुत सब्सटैंशियल नहीं होगा, मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ. दूसरी चीज है कि ब्लोटिंग, अगर इफ यू स्टिल हैव ब्लोटिंग, फर्स्ट द ब्लोटिंग हैज टू गो. इफ द ब्लोटिंग हैजंट गॉन, समथिंग यू आर डूइंग, something you've not been able to catch yet. So you have to find out what is that. Liver detox will be useful for if the morning detox drink is not suiting, replace that with amla aloe vera or just have CCFT and follow the rest of the plan. It will be helpful. 100 days feeling good, farting and डकारे बहुत ही कम हो गया है. कैसे बात बढ़ेगा, प्लीज बताना। फूड बदलना नहीं, नहीं इससे कोई भी अभी कोई बात नहीं बढ़ेगा। थोड़ा बहुत अगर होगा भी तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अगर इफ यू आर फीलिंग बेटर, आपने जितना मेधा जी सिम्टम्स बताए हैं तो आप तो बहुत बेटर हो गए हो अब, तो आप प्लीज कंटिन्यू करिए। इससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। एप्पल साइडर विनेगर इज यूजफुल फॉर डायबिटिक्स। रमा देवी जी, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. Scientifically speaking, research is a little divided. Okay, some papers will tell you it is, some papers will tell you that it is not a magical food. Okay, and I maintain that it's nothing magic. Can you have it? You can. I'll give you an even better option. If vinegar is suiting you, by the way, vinegar for anybody who has pitta elevation, please don't have. Very hot, very sharp will create acidity. Okay. Though I know that there will be, please don't get confused between acid and alkaline. I'm using the words very carefully. I understand that apple cider vinegar is alkaline post digestion, just like how nimbu or lemon juice or amla juice, all of them may be citric or khatta when you have them, but the post digestive impact is alkaline. Even then, there are certain things which have very hot, especially vinegars, have very hot potency. So when your pith is already aggravated, even if apple cider vinegar turns alkaline post digestion, the time for which it is acidic when you take it, it will be enough to create issues in the body. So then you have to be careful. But if acidity is not an issue, you can have it. For diabetics, what is even better? Go for jamun vinegar. You get good quality jamun vinegar also in the market. Replace apple cider vinegar with jamun vinegar. I'll tell you how apple cider vinegar helps if you buy the good one with the mother culture. वो filtered वाला नहीं लेना होता है, with the mother culture जो होता है, that is the one you should buy. Um, what is it that I was going to say? Sorry, sometimes I go so deep into my thought process that I forget what I was about to tell you. Yes, I was telling you how apple cider vinegar helps. What it does is वो आपकी एपेटाइट को ना थोड़ा सा कर्ब कर देता है. इफ यू आर फीलिंग एक्सट्रीमली हंग्री एंड यू हैव एप्पल साइडर विनेगर डाइल्यूटेड इन वाटर, यू विल रियलाइज दैट द हंगर लेवल्स इफ दे वर हियर दे हैव कम डाउन हियर. तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप कम खाना खाएंगे. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ईट लेस, तो उससे तो आधे से ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम उसी से सॉल्व हो जाती है ना, जब हम अपना पोर्शन साइज कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, एक तो ये भी पॉइंट है. प्लस इट इज सोर्स ऑफ गुड बैक्टीरिया एटसेट्रा ऑल्सो. सो if it has, I think it has prebiotics if I'm not wrong. I just have to check. I'm not very sure, pre or pro, one of the two. But all of this, which is great. Okay, so it works. I'm not against it. But if you have acidity, then it's a bit of a thing. And अगर आप डायबिटीज के हिसाब से ले रहे हैं, so I repeat, एप्पल साइडर की बजाय जामुन विनेगर देख लीजिए. All right. Person with Hashimoto's and vitiligo can have liver detox drink. Avoid. Okay, avoid, because what you can have instead is, आपको तो शायद आंवला भी श्वेता जी अभी सूट नहीं करेगा. विटिलिगो में खट्टी चीजें मना की जाती हैं. ठीक है, तो आप फिलहाल मत लीजिएगा. आंवला लेना भी है तो आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर की सुपरविजन में एक बार वो आपका पहले पित्त शांत कर दें काफी हद तक. once they've worked on your pith, then maybe certain sour items are allowed, but otherwise not. So amla is out of the picture for you. For Hashimoto's, it's an autoimmune issue, so please don't have Giloy for some time unless you're under some professional supervision directly, one-to-one, right? So consult a doctor in your Ayurvedic Vedya in your area and find out, and work on your gut instead. Can you have the other things in the drink? Apart from Giloy, everything else is okay. That's not an issue so much. Okay. My husband is taking the detox drink. The question is, does this lead to indigestion, nausea? He's diabetic since last 20. No, it does not lead to, but for some people it can. Okay, so if it is leading to that, I've already told you, you can discontinue a couple of ingredients, come down to basic things like amla or bhumi amla का कम क्वांटिटी में पाउडर एंड एलोवेरा. वो भी सूट नहीं करता है, तो CCFT तो बहुत न्यूट्रल है. It will suit everybody and has very good results on pacifying acidity. Can we grate amla and have it with curd? With curd. So have it with food. Okay, when you're having your food, just have the grated amla with food. I stopped taking detoxins because of rash. Okay, then perfect. So don't take it. Like I said, maybe it's something in it is not suiting you. When I say something, it could be because the quality may not be good. Okay, वन इंग्रेडिएंट की वजह से हो सकता है आपको पूरा डिटॉक्स ड्रिंक से थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ लगने लगा हो. बट आइदर वे इट्स परफेक्टली फाइन, नो प्रॉब्लम. Try amla and aloe vera. If that also doesn't work, try only aloe vera. If that also doesn't work, just have CCFT. Okay. Ravinder ji, meal plan has been shared. You can have that. I have having a lot of medicines for my viral fever. It made my stomach very acidic. How to cool down the stomach acid? Okay. So it's not that your stomachs become acidic because of that. In general, if you're having a lot of medicines and if it's a fever, it must be antibiotics. Now, antibiotics kill a lot of good bacteria also, apart from killing the virus or the bad pathogen which it was attacking, which is where the imbalance begins to happen. So, for cooling things in general, I can tell you ashgard juice you can have, right? You can have coriander juice or CCF tea बना के पूरा 1 liter रख लीजिए. Keep having 150 ml or even 50 ml of it 4, 5 or 6 times a day. That will have cooling effect on your body. Aloe vera will have cooling impact on your body, right? All of these are cooling things. Mm, darkening of skin on face, back is related to liver health. Fatty liver, yes, could be, but more than that, the pith level is going up in the liver. That can happen, or it could be as a result of insulin resistance. That means too much refined sugar, etc. You're eating, so you need to curb that. For kids, can we give them? No, please don't give it to kids who are very young, not yet. If they are 15 plus or 14, 15 plus, you can give. Not don't give it to kids who are not even in their teens. My daughter is having hair fall. She is 12. No, so hair fall के लिए ये नहीं देना है. Hair fall का इससे लेना देना नहीं है, ठीक है? आप hair fall के लिए अगर आपको देना है, आयरन लेवल्स आप उनके चेक करवाइए कि आयरन लेवल्स ठीक है कि नहीं. खाना उनका ठीक करिए. नेचुरल आयरन के सोर्सेज दीजिए. हलीम कोकोनट के लड्डू बनवाइए घर पे. जैगरी डाल के वो देना स्टार्ट करो. मोरिंगा देना स्टार्ट करो. आटे में गूंद लो मोरिंगा. आंवला देना स्टार्ट करो. आंवले का जूस, आंवले की चटनी, अपने आप हेयर फॉल ठीक हो जाएगा. और हर रोज शाम को शी शुड गो आउट, डू समथिंग, जॉगिंग करे, वॉक करे, एक्सरसाइज करे, योगा करवाइए मॉर्निंग में. एक्सरसाइज, स्ट्रेस कंट्रोल, स्लीप ऑन टाइम, प्लस ऑल द थिंग्स दैट आई टोल्ड यू. मोरिंगा, हलीम सीड्स, ओके, बीटरूट, जो भी और पोमोग्रेनेट, जो चीजें भी आयरन को इंक्रीज कर रही हैं शरीर के अंदर. ब्राउन ब्लैक डिस्कलरेशन ऑन नेक, कॉलर बोन एंड ऑन. Please follow the plan. You will see results with this, but it will take time. Is liver problem related to metabolism? Yes, absolutely. If the liver is sluggish, your metabolism will come down drastically. So that's why so many people said, no, we're not losing weight. But most people who are not losing weight are also people who have an issue with the digestion. Okay. So till the time your digestion is not fixed, weight loss cannot happen. I mean, at least the healthy one cannot happen. So liver problem is related to metabolism because metabolizing almost everything in the body is the liver's responsibility. My periods are irregular. नुपुर जी, एक सेशन लग जाएगा इसके बारे में बात करने में, ठीक है? तो अभी आज हम लिवर की बात करेंगे, इसको बाद में. अरे नाम ही पूछ लिया किसी ने मेरा. मेरा नाम आप ढूंढ के बताओ क्या है. Achha, no, okay, I'm just kidding. My name is Deepti Sherawat. I have sent my 3-4 questions last time. Ma'am, it will be answered. Like Yamini said, हमको बहुत सारे questions आ रहे हैं. Answer पक्का आएगा. It's just that it may be taking a little bit of time. We sincerely request you to be a little patient. An entire team is working on it, including me. हम सुबह से शाम तक आंसर करते हैं, फिर भी इतने टाइम में और क्वेरीज आ जाती है. So just give us a little time. And your queries will surely be responded to. Okay, प्रोटीन शेक ले सकते हैं सुमन जी. डिपेंड करता है कौन सा प्रोटीन ले रहे हैं, ठीक है? जहां तक पॉसिबल हो खाने पे रिलाय करो. सप्लीमेंटेशन के लिए कुछ गुड ब्रांड से आप अगर पी प्रोटीन, प्लांट प्रोटीन वगैरह लेना चाहे ले सकते हैं. प्लीज बी वेरी ऑफ सोया प्रोटीन. आई हैव नॉट सीन वेरी गुड रिजल्ट्स विद दैट. समटाइम्स वुमेन एंड अप पुटिंग ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ वेट बिकॉज सोया से कभी कभी थोड़ा सा हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस हो जाता है. एवरी डे लेने से ही होता है, तो आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि सोया नहीं खाना है. दैट्स टोटली ओके. आप सोया प्रोडक्ट्स ले सकते हैं अगर थायराइड वगैरह का इशू नहीं है. लेकिन अगर आप प्रोटीन के फॉर्म में ले रहे हैं तो प्लीज प्लांट प्रोटीन में भी पी प्रोटीन, किनुआ प्रोटीन, राइस प्रोटीन, इन सब चीजों के मिक्स से जो बनता है वो लीजिएगा. वो भी लेने के बाद आपको ब्लोटिंग नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर ब्लोटिंग हो रहा है तो वो आपको सूट नहीं कर रहा है. या फिर you can go for good quality whey protein which does not have any artificial sweeteners and preservatives added to it. these days there are a couple of brands in India also that are doing a good job. In fact, they're importing good quality whey protein from Ireland, Denmark, and other places where there is better quality control. So whey protein is much easier to digest. Okay. बाकी किसी भी प्रोटीन से, लेकिन अगर आपको लैक्टोज इंटॉलरेंट हैं आप, तो वे प्रोटीन में भी वे आइसोलेट ही लीजिएगा, कॉन्सेंट्रेट मत लीजिएगा. बट अगर आपको वे प्रोटीन कंप्लीटली अवॉइड करना है तो प्लांट बेस्ड प्रोटीन में भी क्या देखना है, आई हैव टोल्ड यू. सोय प्रोटीन आई विल नॉट रिकमेंड एट ऑल. प्रोटीन एक्स एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज ब्रांड्स, एक चीज देख लीजिएगा, ठीक है, हमेशा एक डब्बा लेके उसके आगे बहुत बड़ा बड़ा लिख देंगे, जीरो शुगर, नो दिस नो दैट. इंग्रेडिएंट्स में लेंस लेके देखना पड़ेगा क्या लिखा हुआ है. क्या लगा, मॉल्टोडेक्स्ट्रिन होगा उसके अंदर, विच इज इवन वर्स देन शुगर, या कोई आर्टिफिशियल स्वीटनर होगा. तो अपने को ये सब नहीं चाहिए जिसमें इमल्सिफायर्स एंड ये एजेंट और वो और जो चीजें आप प्रोनाउंस भी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो वो दैट इज अ गुड बैड वन टू गो फॉर. ओके, ऑलराइट. Geeta ji, yeah, so sorry to know that there is no improvement in the, one second, Yamini, that there is no improvement in your constipation. You need to just look deeper into why that is happening. Okay, sometimes there is no one magic formula which can help. Yes, Yamini, please come back.
I just wanted to remind you that in the passion of answering questions, you might forget to look at the time. So we are
No,
close to
I'm realizing it's 12:28 as per my watch, and I think we're more or less done. I'm realizing that also, so we should be able to
Okay.
wind up soon, huh?
All right.
Okay.
Do we want to make the announcements then?
Oh yes, please, Yamini, why don't you do the job of making the surprise announcement?
So we have two announcements to make. The first one being more important than the second one. Because you all are so enthusiastic about liver detox, आप लोग इतना प्यार और support दे रहे हैं इस program को, इसलिए हमने decide किया कि we will extend it to 15 more days. तो ये 15 days of liver detox ends at around 10th March, but now the program will end on 21st of March. तो हम लोग 21 मार्च तक सेशन देंगे. Is that okay? Sessions will again be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. जैसे चल रहे थे वैसे ही चलेंगे. The second announcement is कि coming Friday is Holi. So happy Holi in advance to all of you. But हम लोग होली वाले दिन सेशन नहीं ले पाएंगे, तो next Friday का Q&A will be shifted और उसका date we will inform you around next Wednesday. So these were the two announcements that we had to make. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. So we're at 12:30, Yamini. I'll take for 5 more minutes. That's okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's very good news. Make sure you keep attending the session so that you get a lot more knowledge. अभी तो और बहुत सारे topics हैं जो cover होने हैं that we are going to cover. Okay. So stay consistent. कपीवा डायफ्री जूस अगर आप ले रहे हैं तो प्लीज गुटकी वगैरह यस अवॉइड. डोंट डुप्लीकेट द इंग्रेडिएंट्स. ओके. वार्म वाटर से एसिडिटी होती है, होगी. सो जिसको भी एसिडिटी है वो बहुत ज्यादा वार्म या हॉट मत लीजिएगा, उसको रूम टेम्परेचर पे ले आएगा. इनफैक्ट इवन जब आप सूप वगैरह भी लेते हैं, डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू वार्म, राइट. एनीथिंग विच इज हॉट और वार्म स्टिमुलेट्स एसिड इवन मोर. सो एसिडिटी वाले लोगों को माय जनरल एडवाइस वुड बी रूम टेम्परेचर या माइल्डली कोल्ड चीजें ही लेना है. Okay. Yoga is what Saurabh is doing every day for you, Tarun. That's what you need to do. That is great for your liver health as well. All yoga postures are working beautifully on your liver, on your pancreas, on your intestines. Basically, internal organs पे अगर कोई चीज काम कर सकती है वो योगा है. ठीक है, हर एक्सरसाइज का अपना इम्पैक्ट होता है. वॉक अलग तरीके से काम करती है, वेट ट्रेनिंग अलग तरीके से करती है. बट द ब्यूटी ऑफ योगा इज दैट इट गोज इनटू द डेप्थ ऑफ literally massaging your organs and stimulating them in ways which other modes of exercises cannot do. And because you hold postures for at least some seconds, or you stay in it, जो कि हम बाकी एक्सरसाइज में we are constantly moving, yoga में we hold. When we start holding things, we start building a lot of patience in our mind also. So you'll realize anxiety and overthinking and all that also starts coming down slowly, because what you do on the mat translates in your life off the mat also. Okay, so continue with those postures and they're going to help you. To amla sabut you can have if it's not creating acidity. Ma'am, eyes related abhi I will not be able to answer, please, because this is more about liver and we have 3-4 more minutes. Himalayan garlic I've already answered. Beetroot kanji be taken in fatty liver. In little quantity you can. If it's just fatty liver, it's not a contraindication, but if you have acidity, then please be careful. Okay, can I take carrot, amla, and beetroot juice? Yes, you can. Can I take one more glass of lukewarm? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Whoever is taking the liver detox drink in the morning wants to take another glass of water, please go ahead. You want to have 3 glasses of water? That is also fine. RA patient should be taking all the powders. Amla, no, no. It is autoimmune condition and also an arthritis. Sour things are avoided to quite an extent. Amla, some doctors allow only. Ayurvedic doctors, Vaidyas allow that to under their supervision. Okay, so giloy and kutki वगैरह please आप मत लीजिए अभी. And you have to avoid curd, you have to avoid sour stuff. Can we drink olive oil with warm water first thing in the morning? Bhavni, why do you want to drink olive oil? You have to first have an answer to that. Okay, when you're doing something, why are we doing it? सो वो है. और अगर आप ऑलिव ऑयल लेने को तैयार हो तो आप देसी घी ले लो यार, वो तो आपको कहीं बेटर क्वालिटी का मिल जाएगा ऑलिव ऑयल से. ऑलिव ऑयल जहाँ होता है वहां के लोगों को नहीं वहां की क्वालिटी अच्छी मिल रही है. इंडिया में तो आई डाउट कितनी अच्छी क्वालिटी आ रही होगी. ठीक है, इंडिया में देसी घी बनता है, हालांकि क्वालिटी उसकी भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड है, पर फिर भी चांसेस हैं कि आपको बेटर ढूंढने निकलोगे तो बेटर क्वालिटी देसी घी मिल जाएगा. अब वो भी लेकिन क्यों लेना है, दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. देसी घी विद वाटर इज नॉट गुड फॉर एवरीबडी बाय द वे. Okay, but it's good for certain conditions. So you have to see why you want to take what you want to take. If you want to have olive oil, just have it with your little bit of salad that you're taking, or just cook your food in it, or have it in another way instead. Na? All right, can garlic ho gaya. Very thank you, Pankaj ji. Me and my wife have fatty liver grade 1. We are on okay. We took the liver detox from warm water. Very nice, very nice. Please continue with this. You will find good results in 45 days. We are supposed to drink the licorice tea made with licorice. No, ma'am. So I'm so sorry. I think there was a little bit of a misprint there. Seeds तो आपको मिलेंगे ही नहीं. Licorice का stem आता है. Licorice root का stem in the sense एक डंडी सी आती है सूखी, या फिर उसका पाउडर मिलता है, तो आपने पाउडर लेना है. प्लीज एवरीबडी नोट, लिक्रिस सीड्स नहीं है, लिक्रिस का पाउडर लेना है. या फिर हार्ड लिक्रिस की स्टेम आती है, उसको हम मुलेठी कहते हैं, तो मुलेठी लेगा, लेकिन उसको सिलबट्टे पे तोड़ना पड़ता है. हम आजकल कोई सिलबट्टा यूज करता नहीं है. मैं करती हूँ वैसे, मैं साबुत मुलेठी लेके आती हूँ, मैं उसको घर पे कूटती हूँ. इफ यू कैन डू इट ग्रेट, अदरवाइज आप मुलेठी पाउडर ऑर्डर करो एंड उसका 1/4 टीस्पून इज ऑल दैट यू नीड टू टेक. ओके, नॉट द सीड्स, पाउडर. Can we take Trifla tablet instead of powder? Difficult to gulp at least one. You can, Julie, you can do that also. The reason I say powder is because, see, anything which again is coming in contact with your saliva, even if it's bad tasting, its digestion becomes much better. Okay, so, but if it's just not working, you feel pukish, you can switch to a tablet also, no problem. Okay, is this plan okay to follow in sinus? Avoid the aloe vera in the morning. Okay, that can sometimes aggravate sinus. Otherwise, it's fine. If doctor has prescribed, and also for sinus, you can have kachi haldi in some form at night with almond milk or coconut milk. To nahi bolungi, it's too cooling. Yeah, matlab good quality cow milk if you get, nothing like it, but वो मुश्किल ही है. Right? Kachi haldi and black pepper help you with sinus a lot. If doctor has prescribed so and so tablet or syrup for liver, do we need to know? Please don't take liver detox drink, because the chances are that quite a few ingredients will clash, and overdose of anything is not a good idea. Okay, so even if anybody is taking Live 52 tablets, then just continue taking Live 52. Don't take this drink. If you're taking the drink, then don't have anything else which comes under the category of Ayurvedic prescription supplementation, even if it's freely available in the market. Okay. Beetroot juice, my tummy is bloating. Yes, Maria. For some people, beetroot juice does not suit them. In that case, avoid it completely. No problem at all. Beetroot can get slightly difficult to digest for some people. Or what you can do is start boiling the beetroot, or start steaming it and have it in the form of salad. Okay. How much flax seeds we can consume in a day? Very little. Stick to half a teaspoon, especially if acidity is high. Flax seeds are a little, again, pitta aggravated. Though we believe that it's great in omega-3, it's got great fiber, which is true, but it's heaty in nature. So you can take about 2.5 to 3 grams. Wo bhi have for some days, or have on alternate days, and then stop for some time completely. Okay. All right. बाप रे, क्वेश्चंस आप बढ़ाते ही जा रहे हो. जितना मैं सोच रही हूँ मैंने सारे हैंडल कर लिए, एंड आई एम फीलिंग हैप्पी दैट वाओ आई आंसर्ड ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग. उतनी स्पीड से स्क्रोलिंग हो रही है क्वेश्चंस के ऊपर. इज जिंजर वाटर गुड? यस, इट्स वेरी गुड फॉर लिवर. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव गिवन. परसों रात को त्रिफला लिया था, 10 लग रहे हैं सुबह, छोड़ दो आप 4 दिन, और नेक्स्ट टाइम जब स्टार्ट करेंगे तो 2 चुटकी से ही स्टार्ट करिएगा। 4-5 दिन छोड़ दो, जब इमोशंस कंट्रोल में आ जाए फिर स्टार्ट करके देखना, क्वांटिटी रिड्यूस करके। अगर फिर भी कंट्रोल में नहीं आता है तो त्रिफला आपके लिए नहीं है, छोड़ देना। I have hyperacidity, IBS, I've already answered. I think detox, drink, lunch, give an ajwain zira regularly, but dinner not following meal plan. Kiranji, try to follow for complete results. In periods, can we take amla and aloe vera? If you don't have too much of pain, you can continue taking them. If you have pain, then sometimes we say that. When I say sometimes, what I mean to say, certain schools of thought, it's believed that anything sour can aggravate the pain. So just during that period pain wala time period, avoid the sour stuff. Otherwise, you can, and that too for the first 2 days or so. Then you can continue. Right? Bloating के लिए मैं already answers दे चुकी हूँ. My dinner 7:30. Then is it okay that I have my detox drink at 6:30? Yes, you can. Bhumi Amla on low BP, how to take? Yes, with little quantity, you can take. You don't avoid kutki. Kutki can lower the BP even more. But Bhumi Amla in very limited quantity, let's say reduce it to 1.5 grams. Right? You can take it just the way suggested in the drink. Yeah, this I've already answered. What kind of cooking oil? Already answered. We Vijayji prescribe at Habuild. We only prescribe vegetarian meal plans, so that's why that has been shared with you. Okay. My sleep is very irregular. Sometimes whole night goes without sleep. Renuji, you can start talk to an Ayurvedic Vaidya. There are things like Ashwagandha, Shankpushpi, Jatamansi, which help with calming down the nervous system, and also practice Brahmari Pranayam 5 to 8 times before you go to bed. It silences the mind. And also, what you can do is start massaging the soles of your feet with good quality A2 cow ghee, okay, warm ghee, and then after washing your legs with warm water, massage, and then go to bed. Okay, so we are at 12:40. I'm sorry, I've tried to answer most of the things. A couple of questions are still left. Put it in the query sheet. We'll make sure that they get answered. Thank you so much for attending the session. I hope you found value. And please do keep coming for the remaining sessions as well. We will be sharing the new meal plan next week with you. Each week it keeps changing, so don't miss out. And I'm sure you'll all get to see very good results at the end of 30 days. Okay. Thank you again and have a good weekend.
So Deepti was here only up till, I mean, she will be here throughout the program, but she will be on screen only for these days. Deepti, I think what we can do last session, you can come in a little bit and also, meet with everybody again.
Yes.
So we would like everybody to give a very, very warm, round of applause to Deepti for taking this wonderful liver detox program for us. But we will come back again from Monday. And we'll take more sessions. हम लोग और sessions लेंगे. And Monday, Wednesday will be knowledge sessions, और Friday Q&A sessions होंगे. Okay? And all the queries which are pending, this week we'll try and close all of it. Query sheet reply करते जा रहे हैं. Some of you might have received your answers, and maybe by Sunday, all of us will receive our answers. All right? Thank you so much for joining.
Just one last thing. I'm seeing some people say that I think she's not taking questions from YouTube. Guys, I'm taking all questions only from YouTube. ये खाली YouTube पे ही चल रहा है, तो I'm taking everything from there. Imagine अगर आपका अभी भी chance नहीं आ पाया है, there must be thousands of queries. That's the reason it hasn't come. Okay, so I can see everything. It's just that some things may remain. So I'm really sorry. I've really tried my best to answer for 1.5 hours. I mean, sorry, 1 hour 10 minutes. But you can put your queries like Yamini said on the sheet, and we'll make sure we answer. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, and continue with the plan. Yeah, Yamini, please take over. Thank you so much, Habuild, for having me over. It was fantastic sharing this with everybody on the team.
Thanks so much, Deepti. All right, that's it for week 2. We will share a feedback form with you. हम लोग आपको एक feedback form भेजेंगे Saturday को, tomorrow, and not tomorrow, maybe Sunday we'll share it with you, because tomorrow we have the Women's Day program and we also have another session. So we'll send it to you on Sunday. We want you to fill it so that आपको ये monitor आप कर पाओ कि आपके 15 days में क्या changes हुए while following the liver detox program. ठीक है? And then for liver detox, we will see you on Monday again. हम फिर से आपको Monday से मिलेंगे. Alright, the queries which are on the sheet, we completely understand. Thank you so much for all the patience. We will answer them. देखते हैं जितना हो पाएगा कर लेंगे. We have thousands and thousands of questions, so really appreciate कि आप लोग इतना सहयोग दिखा रहे हैं. That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Women's Day in advance. Bye bye. Take care. Back in team. Let's wrap up this meeting.